that you need to know behind SMV is what's good with it. Hey, y'all need to lock in with your boy because I'm about to give you some game-changing information. Stick to the end, man. I'm really about to be spitting some gems on how you can instantly become profitable. And it's so simple. People be making it seem like it's so hard to trade and all this other stuff. No, it's simple. And shoot, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, and then I'm gonna show you some visuals because I'm a visual learner. So, I'm gonna try to break it down. But the first thing is structure. People like to say setups and everything, but as long as you see market has a structure, we go on different time frames and we go look at it. If it has a structure where it's not breaking the 1 minute, the last 1 minute candle or the last 2 minute candle or the last 3 minute candle, that's a trend. Long as it has structure, you should always go with the structure. If you're going against it, saying, oh, it's going to turn around, now you're gambling and, you at opposition with the market. So you're trading against the market. The next thing is momentum. Momentum is basically the flow of where it's going at. Is it making hard moves up or is it making, slow creeping moves up? It's different ways that momentum could come into play. So the first one is structure, S. The second thing was momentum, which is M, and then V, SMV. We go put it just like that. And then we got volume. Volume is like when a 1 minute candle or a 5 minute candle is making 10-point moves or 3-point moves, depending on the time of the day or whether the market just consolidated, that's volume. SMV is the secret to you instantly becoming a profitable trader. And the main thing, I got to say this, that's the game. That's really the blueprint. There's no secret to it. But the main thing that you need to know behind SMV is knowing when not to trade. Sometimes you just got to know when not to trade. You got to stay out the market. When you see 3 minute candles doing 100% of the retracement of the past green 3 minute candle, you probably need to stay out the market because, it ain't looking too good when candles is retracing to the previous candle lows and it's doing it on the constant. So, we go get on the charts and I'm going to give y'all some visuals. I'm going to try to make it quick. This is just the first part, but let's go. Oh, honestly, you ain't even got to stick around. If you get it from the get-go, for the people that got ears, let them hear. And I guess the ones that, that could see, let's see. Let's go. Okay, first we're going to start off on what not to do, because I think that's more important than SMV, knowing what not to trade. So basically, we looking at the 3 minute chart right here. It's look a mess. See how these candles just keep retracing on each other 100%? That's what they call consolidation, but the market is not going nowhere. It ain't really, they do have momentum, but that's not the kind of momentum that you want to have. You want to have momentum with a structure in your favor, like what you see behind us. So you see how this is just trending all lovely. That's beautiful. That's what you want to get in. That's what you want to trade. That's done the ones that you could kind of put some fat stuff on and, just let that thing just coast. That's the game. But, most people, they want to, it's addictive and you want to catch every move. So say you might get caught up in this little moment right here. See how these 3 minute candles just retracing each other? Bro, that's a trader's worst nightmare, especially getting caught on the trend, like on a consolidated trend point. My girl actually got caught up into this and I think she blew her account. Just going fat. And them are big moves, like that's 110 points. If you put 30 contracts, 40 contracts out there, which that's how most people trade because they be gambling, Look how it's wicked, bro. That's some evil stuff. For a person that not managing their risk correctly. But as you can see, it's respected structure for the most part. And it takes time for all these things to develop. And trust me, it's making these last second moves, 30-second moves when it making its way back up. Let me see. Will it take us to that point? I rarely look at the 30-second candle, but hey, market structure be getting respected though. I don't care what y'all say. you know about the little time frames, but when it's structure on that thing, it's structure. But as you can see within them 30 seconds, what it did, tragic. You know, people, oh, I'm catching this trend. Nope, come here. And then go back up and trend nasty. Have you thinking it's about to sell again, but it's slowly working back up on you. That's on a smaller time frame. SMV and volume, you know, it's doing little creepy trends, you know, but look how many points it's moving. 56. 2 points. 2 points is working his way up and down, but averaging his way up. That's on a smaller time frame. But I don't want to bore y'all too long. You know, it's just that simple. This video don't need to be long-winded. It's all about structure. It's all about momentum. And it's all about volume. Would you trade something like this? Why? I don't care what session it is. This is just crazy work. There's no real structure right there. Like, do I need to stretch that thing out? Like, why would you be in something like that? What sense does it make to trade something like that? It doesn't. That's gambling. And then your emotions. I done did this. I mean, I done did it all. You know, I make 530 some trades a day. That's what I've been doing lately. And it's not just the trade or catching every move. But yes, I was trying to catch every move, but it's to get accustomed to the market more. You know, this is my first time actually being at home full time, you know, and being able to trade. So, you know, I wanted to really learn the market. And I know this ain't gonna be consistently the way that market go move every day, but I'm experiencing the worst time. So I understand, you know, I got a great idea. Catching every move, of course, is not ideal, but this is why catching every move is terribly bad. But even here, you see these minutes, sometimes it go unnoticed, but it make a major difference. It make a major difference. You can see your breakouts on these minute charts. But structure is the key. And then if you're seeing that it's respecting certain levels, overall, you don't need to draw no line. You could just see, stay with the flow. Have it broken? Have it continuously broken this level, that level, that level? If it's continuously breaking levels, then hey, maybe you need to sell until it ain't breaking levels no more. And if it just keep going back and forth and washing you behind, you know, but then maybe you just need to get off the chart because why? It's consolidation. But like I say, you know, it's not that complicated. SMV, structure. Does this got structure? If it's lateral, sometimes it may work its way up lateral, you know, slowly. But other than that, does it has volume? Is it really acting like it's going in this direction? That's volume. Not is it just whipping back and forth real hard. That's another form of whipsawing that I see that the market actually does when it's in this consolidative state. It'll make you think it's breaking out and then it'll come back in. Head fakes. But, you know, I appreciate y'all locking in with your boy. Hey man, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video because I'm trying to go live. I'm trying to get these 100 subscribers so I can start live trading. I really want that pressure on my back. You know, I want to apply what I see, and you know, me doing these pre-recordings, sometimes it ain't. If you really know about trading, sometimes you got to really be patient for the right move and wait for it to set up. But the real ones know. You know, they know I ain't capping if you done slid in and you've been vibing to the whole video because you know what I'm saying is true. But y'all lock in with your boy. I'll be back with another one.
Peace.